So today what we're going to talk about is managing conflicts, deciding differences, and family always comes. Now, when we look at this passage, if there's one thing we should consider is that not everyone is a Joseph. Are we together? When we look at our family members, we don't have a Joseph. Some of us are a pain to deal with, even though they even know us by reputation. When they mention our name, we just know what troubles they will bring, like the brothers of Joseph. Are we together? Those are some of the family dynamics we spend time with. The brothers of Joseph were paid to their father. Just to mention some of the stories the father would be hearing, to say that, my brothers ate one of the livestock, and the father is thinking, that livestock was meant to put food on our table, now it has been eaten. Now the profits that we're supposed to make from our livestock are now short. Those are some of the troubles we face. And here, what it teaches us is that we should be able to work with different people. One, and it should not be a problem to work with altogether. We should be able to work with our family members and our extended family members as well. So that's what it teaches. Then we jump further down to the dreams of Joseph. And if you can't handle a difference of opinion at home, what more outside? You see, Joseph brought a different opinion to say, this is what I dreamt, my brothers. What do you think? And the brothers hated him, and they said, since when will you govern us? But little did they know that a famine was going to come to Canaan. We usually treat people like this in our houses and in our families. To say that, because the funeral arrangement has gone this way, therefore I cannot talk to you. And the relationship ends there. And even though you're family by blood, you stop talking because the relationships did not go your way. And I don't think that's a good way of handling issues. Are we together, church? Yes. So we have to be able to handle the difference of opinion. Then there's also some people that only want their way. Whatever they say goes. And we learn that from the story that does not work. Whatever the brother says does not always work. We have to consider other people's opinion. And we also learn that we have to be brave in our family setups to speak up when needed. Are we together, church? Let's not be shy away and be afraid of telling people feedback, criticism, and what we think about the situations that we face at home. And that's how we build each other up inside the house. Are we together? Then we won't read this one, but we do jump to Genesis. When we go down, we know that Joseph was sold by the brothers. The point here I've written, again, the only point to note is that famine is coming. And when we treat people this way, it's not good. Do not ever get angry to the point you damage relations with people. For know this, famine is coming. I'm sure when the brothers saw Joseph, they said, good riddance. We are done with our problem. We are done with our problem. But little did they know that Joseph would be the one to help them when the famine came. And that speaks to us to say, let us not get angry to the point we damage relationships and we break them. let's not shy away from the fact that no, we do get angry as families. We do get angry at each other, whether it's the daughter and mother, whether it's the father and mother, whether it's as among siblings, we do get angry. But let us not take it to the point that we sell our brother out and damage the relationship. Because little do we know that the famine is coming, and when it comes, we will need that brother to help us. So we jump to Genesis 45, verse 1 to 5. Can someone read?
Chapter 45, verse 1.
Yes.
Then Joseph could not refrain himself before all them that stood by him, and he cried, cause every man to go out from me. And there stood no man with him, while Joseph made himself known unto his brethren. And he wept aloud, and the Egyptians and the house of Pharaoh heard. And Joseph said unto his brethren, I am Joseph, doth my father yet live? And his brethren could not answer him, for they were troubled at his presence. And Joseph said unto his brethren, Come near to me, I pray you. And they came near. And he said, I am Joseph your brother, whom you sold into Egypt. Now therefore, be not grieved, nor angry with yourselves that you sold me either. For God did send me before you to preserve life.
Here we have to learn to have a forgiving spirit. And when we look a little bit back at the earlier chapters, we learn Joseph had gone, after being sold, he had gone through slavery, wrongful accusations, being beaten in prison, and he suffered while he was in Egypt. Imagine just taken to a foreign land, being stripped by your family, by your own family as well. So, and being put in a totally new country where they speak a language you do not speak. And he suffered. There was no reason for Joseph to forgive his brothers. But at the end he forgave them because he realized that, oh, I need them in order to survive in this land. I've spent so many years alone among Egyptians, not among my people. So let me forgive my brothers for what they did to me. And that is a lesson that we need to learn. As families, we have to have a forgiving spirit. For our Father in heaven will forgive us as much as we forgive our families. Yes. So that is the key lesson that was this we learned here. And lastly, let us learn to elevate people. I know sometimes as families, once one gets promoted in a job, we don't have a tendency of pulling our family together. Are we together, church? We leave them behind to say, when are you belong in the village? And that's all you know. We don't even bring them to town to see how the town looks like. We don't give them money to do the farming in the village. We just leave them there. We abandon some of our families and some of our extended families. But the lesson Joseph has taught us here is that he did not abandon his families despite the pain he had gone through. That is one of the lessons that we learn here. He knew that his brothers would be coming constantly to Egypt in order to get food. So he said, as the Bible writes, he said, bring us our father from home. Call him to say, no, come and stay here in Egypt, so that you may survive the famine. So the lessons that we learn today are lessons that we should take home with us about managing conflict and managing differences. No one is the same in the family, but we have to learn to go together as a family and to save others, most importantly, and to save each other in the family. So Why we do this is for the family always comes. We never know when we will need that family member that we cast aside. We never know. So we have to keep this in mind. The family always comes. That's the end of my lesson.